At 21 past 7, pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the world. Andy Gall is on the court with a family who seem to be genetically bred perfectly for it. But how could they be? Because they were breeding before they even knew pickleball was a sport. You know that there are families who have been selectively breeding for generations to be better than everyone else at netball or football. They keep intermarrying with other sports people. But how did this family develop 3 siblings who are all masters level national pickleball competitors? Andy Gall is on the case. Hello, Andy.
Yeah, good morning, Rick. Listening to this, you might think that there's a very cautious woodpecker at work, just not bashing away too heavily on the tree, but proud of their work. But we're not. We're at the Domain, which is the tennis centre in Hobart. Not just tennis, it's also embraced the sport that the world has embraced, as it's growing as rapidly as bamboo. It is pickleball, and we've got 3 siblings who are all going to pull on the Tasmanian tracksuit and represent the state for a national cup. And good morning to Don Ryan. Good morning, Don.
Morning, Andy.
Now, your sister and your younger brother are on the court.
Yes.
Keep the microphone quite close, sorry. And when did you first get into pickleball then?
So I started playing, Andy, about 5 years ago. I was just sitting at home and there was a come and try day down at Moona, and I thought, oh, well, why not? So I went down, and it's a little bit like mini tennis, and I'll explain that a bit further shortly. But I just fell in love with the game straight away and kept going, played it socially for a couple of years, and then started taking it a bit more seriously when Masters Cup events came up. I'm a bit older now, and so once they started, and then there's a lot of social games played in Hobart and around the state, I fell in love with it. And then my sister Anne, she took it up. Anne was a good tennis player back in the day, and hurt her back, but amazingly she's able to play this game, and she's fallen in love with it. And then my younger brother Chris, who's been playing about 3 years, we played a tournament together on the Gold Coast, and we had some success, and success breeds success, so we decided to keep going.
And it's 3 decades that you're representing, 50s, 60s and 70s, and being at the very forefront of the ageing process.
Yes.
It's like our playlist, Andy.
It's a bit, isn't it? We interview people from the 50s, 60s and the 70s through your working day. So how do you transition from tennis into this, or are you playing both sports?
I still play a little bit of tennis, but tennis has taken a big backseat, unfortunately. I do still love tennis, but I haven't played tennis for probably 6 months. It does help if you've played a racket sport before, but there are loads and loads and loads of people who play pickleball very well who have never had a tennis background or a racket background at all.
Yeah. And what's the benefits of it? Is it because it's less abrasive on your body than tennis?
Yes, I find, and others find, that the court's a lot smaller. The court's the size of a badminton court, and so there's less running, and it's predominantly doubles that we play socially. As you get into events, there are singles, and they're quite challenging still, even though the court's smaller. The net is like a tennis court net, but slightly smaller and slightly lower. And
is it possible that one of the successes of pickleball is that you can be quite good at it? Like, it's easy to be okay at it, unlike other sports where you're going to be terrible at it for years.
That's right, Rick. One of the huge benefits is the serving is underarm, so there's no need to work out how to do the complicated tennis serve. And I do a lot of coaching with one of my coaching colleagues, Ange Green, and we have people after 60 minutes playing a game of pickleball and playing it successfully.
That's good, isn't it? The gratification is quite quick, and then you can, depending on your enthusiasm and capability, you can go to Queensland if you're lucky at the end of September.
That's right.
So that's where you're going as part of the team that represents Tasmania. You've also represented Tasmania before with your brother in another, dare we say, quirky sport.
Yes, another obscure sport, dragon boat racing, which once you get into dragon boat racing, it's literally everywhere all around the world. Last year...
That's good on the knees as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You don't do much knee work. Last year I went to Italy representing our club in the dragon boat World Club Crew Championships. So that, it is another unusual sport, and Christopher's represented Tasmania in that as well.
Fantastic. Really great to meet you all, and it's a lovely sport. Just quickly, Rick, on here there's a bit of a summary of all 3 of them, the 2 brothers and the sister that are going to represent them. And it sounds a bit like I've been to a few certificate awards for my son, and it's that kind of thing. It's like, and for Anne, a certificate showing that age is no barrier to elite performance. Well done, Anne. Don Ryan, showcasing strategic finesse and consistency to clinch his spot. Don, there's your certificate.
A bit of poetic license, I think.
And for Chris, the youngest of the trio, Sharp reflexes and relentless drive. Could that almost describe you as your characteristics?
Yeah, probably could. Yeah, Chris is the youngest and is driven to achieve our lofty goals, Andy.
Yeah. Just
Now,
one more thing.
Have you had a little bit of a hit out, and how's his performance?
I have, haven't I?
Yes, we had a warm up and then a game. Andy is what we colloquially call a banger, who likes to hit the ball very, very hard.
Yeah.
The subtleties were lost on him for a moment, but then eventually he started to play and getting into what we call the kitchen and doing drop shots and third shot drops. And he took it to the game like a duck to water.
Sounds like my manager trying to explain there is subtleties in life.
It might be a more even playing field for us, Andy, there to have a bit of a match, because I've never played.
Well, let's get into it. And also, there's the quirk of this game that there are many, but there's a term called the kitchen.
The kitchen, yes, which is technically the non-volley zone, and you're not allowed to volley in the kitchen. So once you get a ball out of the kitchen, you get out of the kitchen quickly. So I'm not sure where that play on words has come from, but yeah, it's get out of the kitchen is a common catch cry once you're in a game.
I'm telling kids they're not allowed to volley in the kitchen all the time. They're usually trying to do it with a footy. So,
yes.
Lovely to meet you all,
brilliant.
and congratulations on your selection, and all the best of luck as you're part of the team representing Tassie in the Cup.
Thanks, Andy. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Andy Gall. The Australian Pickleball Masters Cup National Final in Pimpama in Queensland. Anyway, whatever. 27th, 28th September. We'll follow that up and see how they have performed. 7:28. And JT says, pickleball seems a very noisy game to me. When played at the Domain, it sounds like a rock breaker operating nearby, but maybe the noise is exaggerated by the hard reflective surfaces, not the services, and walls. It is, I haven't heard anyone bag out pickleball yet. It seems really fun, so if you haven't had a crack, get onto it. And find your local club. They're everywhere. They are absolutely everywhere.